related to a book from Copeland called Artificial Intelligence and creating a UDP model for neurons in the brain to learn more about disease processes and mental illnesses, hopefully. But I'm working on it for 8 months, the first option.
Wow.
Yeah. It's supposed to like
Yeah.
simulate what would be like noise simulations of the brain and the processes of neurotransmitters. It's everything that you've just taught us, and it's also combining some previous lessons, some syntax, like talking about the noise and benchmarking. Certain other things were accounted for as far as tests and making sure that it's still experimental. It hasn't the code has it's not finished yet because I still want to run it as a simulation. I haven't done that yet.
Okay. Yeah. So wait, so that is your original one, right? And then you submitted two of them. Oh wait, Capstone. All right. So you said that there's gonna be a lot of limitations. This is the second link that you sent.
Yeah, and that's
Um.
the so the downs the there's two sides to it. The first side is that that's the good news. The bad news is that there are limitations to. I'm not working on a quantum computer. I'm just working with software, and the only way that you can really do this in to account for the biological aspect of the brain to actually make it real and still being able to look at the data as a simulation, like how you're talking about, is you have to do like a water experiment. And the water experiments,
Wait, sorry. What was that? What kind of experiment?
water experiments don't. A water experiment like with the on a actual quantum computer, as opposed to like I have an M1 chip, so I don't have the same capabilities to expand
I
on
see.
some of the things. I can like cut out some of the stuff and run it in possibly histograms in a Brock sphere. That's aside from the
Yeah.
simulation, but other than that, that's probably what I'm going to start with. It's just a Grok sphere and a histogram to represent instead
Yeah.
of the X and Y for it's supposed to represent more than one group of neurons that are called excitons. It's a new phase of matter that we discovered. It's based on neurotransmitters in the brain.
Really.
Yeah,
I've never heard of that. That's really interesting.
this exciton is it's part of the neurotransmitter process, and depending on how sick or how healthy you are, the types of hormones that might be transmitted within the process will either um, excite the process and enhance the speed of neurotransmitters, which is what we like to hope for in a healthy person. And they can also be have a degrading effect, depending on what type of disabilities you might have, which would hopefully
Oh,
be
I
none.
I did not know that. Is this a topic you're interested in? Like
It's a very
biology as it relates to.
experimental topic in science. Very experimental.
Hmm.
It's the only way that we've combined code with neuroscience. It's
By
very very
code with
experimental.
neuroscience, yeah. Wow, that is something I know absolutely nothing about. So that's gonna be really interesting when you do your the project.
Yeah, so it's going to take a long
Um,
time. I mean, I'd rather we could do just the second one. It's a lot easier. I could just do that. I've done it already. More it's like decrypting and deciphering. It's really easy because it's a
I
basic
see.
example, like, and I can display understanding of it. But this is something I've been working on since last year.
Hmm. Well, yeah, no, no, I'm pretty excited for this. So let's see. You said that you're so that would be the first one. Honestly, I'm pretty sure that we would that if you wanted to do a project based on the first one, um, I would have to pull up the. Uh, Actually, I don't have that pulled up.
I tried to reach out to NYU about it, and I spoke to one of the astrophysicists there, and she has the professor's information for the quantum physics department because I wanted to do what's it called
Wow.
a soliloquy, not a symposium, but another form of a presentation where there's going to be industry people there and academia people there. But they haven't gotten back to me yet. So if I can participate with our coding school and Qubit versus Qubit by Qubit, and maybe I can do like a recorded live demonstration of how it can alter language learning models to enhance AI to actually
Hmm.
replicate the whole process. That's the goal. But in the
Just out of
process,
curiosity, are you taking?
you'll learn
Yeah.
about disabilities and inhibitions in the process.
Hmm. Are you taking our machine learning module that coding school offers?
No, I was on a scholarship with OpenAI last year. They gave me
Wow,
I think what was it,
nice.
$30,000. They just gave me unlimited like credits to
Wow,
use. Like
good for
I could
you.
just exhaust the model and just train the model. So and I've also done work with like Auto GPT. I've worked with like other basic stuff in coding. I haven't got my coding degree yet. I'm just like more of self taught and trying to do stuff that really are impacting the world that we're living in today. I don't know, just
Well,
something that excites me.
I look forward to that. Yeah, so our machine learning class probably you're probably a little too advanced for that. Our machine learning class is just an introduction. So yeah, no, it sounds like you're in a great place though. But just like to go back to the project, you were saying that you were asking, would it be okay to do this one right here, like uh, the neural network model with the neurotransmitter dynamics?
Yeah, to have to run it though on a different. We could work it on the Cirque shell, but I also want to have a way to create memory and stuff, which can involve AI in the project. So there are some ethical implications on things that
I
have to be.
see. So honestly, you could absolutely do this for your final project. If this is what you choose to do, we will absolutely accept this. You could just do kind of like the infographic poster if that's something you're passionate about. If you did choose to do the other object that we were talking about, where you mentioned was that where you mentioned Bourne's rule?
Yeah, Bourne's rule is in there. It's going to be a part of how some of the neurons. I'll show you the code. If we go into the code base, I can explain it to you a lot better.
Is that in here?
The main a Python
Oh,
file. That's just like references for homework I'm going to be using to just do other models. But
oh, I see what you
main
mean.
the main stuff is in there. The main Python
Yeah.
file as in the code base.
I see. Sorry. Okay. We got some. They're using a neural network here. Nice. Yeah, I also teach the machine learning part, so yeah, this looks pretty familiar. Uh, okay, use Relu. Wait, do you have to actually define Relu yourself? Are you using Keras by chance for your neural network?
Yep. And
Okay.
Mongo was it Mongo? TensorFlow.
Yeah, TensorFlow. Yeah, so this is so you're kind of interacting the well, let's see. So will you be using something from a quantum computer in here? I was trying to find your quantum code. It looks like you're doing the okay. You got your neural network setting up. Your oh shoot. So actually, I have another class to teach in about 2 minutes. So I might have to cut this short. But yeah, do you want to? Let's see. I won't be around next week, but yeah, no, definitely. Let's talk more about this because this looks really interesting, and I like the concept that you're doing. I think this is gonna make a great final project, and yeah, unfortunately, I can't talk about it now because I have another class at 10:30. But yeah, no, I wish you the best of luck with this. I think you're personally, I think you're good to go. I think you'll do very well in this project.
What about encryption in Python? To me, that's really easy. I can do that as well.
Encryption in Python.
Yeah.
Oh, so this, I mean, you could. Yeah, if you've been working on well, if you've been working on your project, but you're kind of concerned about, well, am I going to complete it in time? Am I going to have a good output? Then yeah, you could absolutely do encryption in Python.
Because that's option two.
Yes, that is an option.
I know I have two links. The second link is option two for the capstone.
Oh,
Second link I sent you.
oh, I see. This one.
Yep. Nope, that's the first one.
Wait, this is the same repo.
First one. Just go back to the link I mentioned.
Yeah, these are the same repo though. Right?
Oh, you didn't get the second link? Okay, let me send you the second link.
Oh wait, no, never mind. It's this one.
Yeah,
Here it is.
yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's just really easy. It's just using Python. I could do it from the terminal on my local.
I see. Okay, so we're doing encryption.
It's just altering the text of what is trying to be encrypted. So that's really the only test that you can see if it can continue to be working with multiple data sets. But it works.
Well, cool. Yeah, no, this one. Then yeah, it looks like you've already satisfied that.
Yeah, I had a job interview that they
So,
wanted me to do it. So like they kind of like forced me to kind of like learn how to do it, and then it happened to be right around the same time we were doing this. So just pretty lucky.
well, good for you. Well, I hope you get the job.
Yeah,
Did you hear back?
they didn't get back to me yet. No.
Ah, bummer. Okay, well, they'll get back to you. I'm sure you'll get it. Uh, Yeah, no, hey, thank you again so much for showing these. I personally, like, you can absolutely submit this. I'd personally be excited if you submitted this, because then I can go ahead and read it. I can learn about that because I know absolutely nothing about neuroscience, but this looks really cool. But of course, the option is up to you, and I'm pretty sure you'll get full credit for either one you choose.
Yeah. Sidebar. I think it's really cool. These collaboratory in GitHub. It allows for
Yeah.
great documentation, like because I can always reference some of the homework stuff, and if I'm really rusty on, like how to account for noise and breakthrough, or just getting some of the templates for the code instead of having to always reference back to a canvas. It's like it's right here, and it's just do work between the local. That's how you can bring it up on the local on your if I don't know whatever people using Windows or Mac or whatever.
Well, yeah. So unfortunately, yeah, I do actually have to head off. My other class is starting right now. But yeah, thank you again for showing me this. Yeah, do you think you're in a good place to proceed? You actually might already be done if you submitted option two. All right, well, I am going to sign off. Yeah, hey, it was actually great meeting you as well. So you take care. I'll see you later then, and good luck with the project.
Thank you.